How are you doing? Neighbor, go ahead. My son.
Killer. Killer.
All right, Shalom to elect Israel, to the whole elect Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreign Israelites, like the other nations, scattered across the four corners of the earth. Want to give all praise to Barak, Rawchaa. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qasdash. Name of the Heavenly Father, everybody ignorantly calls God. His true name in the ancient Hebrew, which is in the Rawchaa Qasdash. His true name is Yahawah. Bahasham means in the name of. Yahawashi is the Holy One of Israel. Everybody ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, a so-called Negro from the tribe of Judah, who was slain in the foundations of the earth for the salvation of the elect of Israel. You got 2/3 of the wicked Israelites here in America, Babylon the Great, and the other wicked Israelites scattered across the four corners of the earth that will come back to the loins of the elect after the destruction. The Rawchaa, the Holy Spirit that's been bestowed upon the men, the Heavenly Father gave his only begotten Son out of the world to complete this work. So we always want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, led us all to this truth. Been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, suffer for the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to also part of the elect to the hopeful elect. Lord, we'll be part of that number. Lord, we'll be edifying us and fearing the name of the Lord, striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah 3:5, it is not slack. 2 Peter 3:9 is unto a ring. 2 Peter chapter 5, verse 42. Shalom, now you should still believers out there tuning in here on after Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, or Atham. We're going to get into a various end-time topic lesson. And the title is, let me switch it a little bit, but it's supposed to say it's a long road. Once you're on the straight gate, keep your foot on the pedal, and, it just gave me, it gave me a kind of made me think of the scripture, kind of like what we can all relate to as a hopeful elect on this straight gate, that our works do follow us, even though we don't get recognition on this side, even though it don't seem like we're being recognized for what we do. in front of us. That doesn't mean that your works are remembered by Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You know, he does remember the work that we put in as you know, believers, even on the side of ones that aren't seen at all. You know, and that's going into like, you know, particular believers, like, you know, even including our wives and children. You know, the things that they did to comfort us in our times, the ones that do have children, the ones that who did believe, their works follow them too, you know. So, you know, it's just a good thing to know that what you do here, the Lord does remember that stuff. And you want to remember that too, because sometimes you could get weary when people, you know, you don't feel like, you know, what you're doing is recognized by the Lord. You know, of course, this is what we're supposed to do, but that doesn't mean that the Lord's not he doesn't have reverence towards. He has thoughts of peace towards us because of what we're doing and how wicked the world is. You know, as wicked as the world is, you know, it's good to hear, you know, that thought that the Lord is seeing what you're doing and he's happy because that's what he wanted us to do, to return, you know, to our heritage, man. So this is Revelation 14, verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahawashi. You know, and he said the ones that do that, your works are going to be remembered. You know, so even though it don't look like people are looking like what we doing means anything, this is what's going to matter in the kingdom. This is what's going to be written and seen, you know, as work. Everything else is going to be burned up there in America, Babylon the Great, and everything else to be consumed in the four corners of the earth, some through missiles, nuclear fire, and the rest of it is going to be through those 144,000 elect men who come down and, you know, gain dominion of the earth. So verse 13, I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Right. So there's many times we've died for the Lord, for the Lord. You know, this is not the only time. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors. Right. That means many lifetimes. When it's saying labors, that's many lifetimes. I ain't just saying like, you know, just one lifetime. Okay. And their works do follow them. See? So, you know, we'll be able to finally rest, which means that we'll have dominion, we'll have rulership in the kingdom, you know, and be able to live righteous. You know, we'll have rest from wickedness, you know, because you have people that the Lord designed to where they don't want to rest from wickedness. They only rest when they not doing wickedly, or when they are doing wickedly. What I mean, they only rest when they are doing wickedly. Like they go ahead. You just say something?
Well, I was going to say something after you.
Go ahead.
Like Yahawashi being a perfect example of King Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
His works followed him, but you know, he was the only begotten son,
Mm-hmm.
of course, that he had to pay for it. So that's whether you in the wrong or right, you know what I'm saying? Whether you're doing wicked or not, your works are gonna follow you, man.
You know.
So I mean, if it didn't pass Yahawashi, he said, "Can this stuff pass me? If it didn't pass him, it ain't gonna pass.
It ain't gonna pass us. We're gonna have to."
Yeah, like Yahawashi said, fill up the measure. What did Yahawashi tell the wicked scribes and Pharisees, cursing them out? He said, fill up the measure of thy fathers. You know, finish where you left off. So those, like Zaquan said, even the wicked deeds gonna follow. You know, and I got a precept for you. This is Psalm 149. It's like Psalms 149, verse 5. It said, "Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds." So like you said, our rest is coming. You know, and no more turmoil, no more, you know, having to do this, because this work, it can be it's not easy. Yeah, we work for, go out there on the plantation, we work for Esau, but even the spiritual work is grievous too at times. We love to do it, but it can get tedious, man. You know, so we're gonna get rest from that.
Yeah, you know.
So like you just read, man, just backing up on what you said, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful, man. And it's gonna happen in this time. Ain't gonna be no 10-year. It can't be 10 years from now, man. I just don't see it. And I'm serious, you brother. I'm serious. I ain't the only one.
Not the articles we got about to pull out. Oh no, we almost out of time, man.
And I want to mention something to that too. I think brothers are making videos about that. Like, not only examine ourselves, but this is about. I think OK-LA-Homa, but lately made a video about we are working or another elder. But so when Paul said he fought the good fight, even though he had to fight against the enemies outwardly and they tried to come against him, he still explained the war that was going in his members and stuff. Like that. So he fought that good fight. You know what I'm saying? The warring with the members within him. So it boils down to examine ourselves and the war that we have with ourselves. I want to. Go off the subject.
No, not at all. We can go wherever you want to go. We in the spirit now.
Yeah, but, that's what the spirit has us to understand and know that we are our worst enemy, and we're gonna have enemies on the outside, of course, Esau and the other nations, but we gotta get ourselves right.
Yep, and that's why that made me think of this scripture right here. We got to examine ourselves so we can understand the enemy better. Because if you are your own worst enemy, you got to understand, you won't want to be in the same mindset as your enemy. You got to learn how to conquer him and what he's doing. That's why we go into what they got going on in the earth and what they're trying to do to make Jake worry. We don't need to worry, because we've already, in a sense, we've defeated ourselves to an extent to where we can hold that crown. We can hold that integrity of Bahasha and Yahawashi. So like they always say, when they're saying, they always say in church, right? The battle's already won. Yep. We already have been given the faith that the Lord gave us to make it. That's it.
And they also say knowing is half of the battle.
Yep.
So when we woke up, the truth, it advanced us to where we almost winning.
We know who's gonna win. It's just like in when we always talk about Back to the Future, where he goes in the future and he sees the almanac. He already know who's gonna win. All he got to do is place his bets. That's what we doing. We already know where to put our trust in. But we still have to go through the battle though. We still got to wait for the process. So this is Proverbs chapter 4 verse 16. This is talking about Esau, even the so-called white man. This is our worst enemy, really. This is how he sent him to show him how mad he was at us. So the better we learn Esau, the better we learn how angry the Lord is, and it makes us want to do right. It makes us be like, damn. So I ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Proverbs 4:16, for they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. So they're literally the complete opposite of us. We're trying to get out of wickedness. They're trying to keep it, because if they don't, they can't even sleep. That's why the Lord's gonna have to get rid of them in the kingdom of righteousness.
Yeah,
what can they do? There's gonna be no wickedness. What's the point?
No, the one reason I'm gonna keep that thought, but the one reason why the Rawchaas and all that motherfuckers look so old and shit, because they be standing up all day
trying to get Jake ass. All day trying to find somebody. Trying to get somebody to go off.
And like you said, but hey, that's why they can't stand. They not gonna be able to stay. Dwell in the kingdom of righteousness. Nope. Can you imagine that? They gonna be like, that's just like they ain't gonna be able to handle that. They're like, ooh, this just ain't right. There's not too much righteousness going on around here.
It's like the sun up on them. They gotta get a suntan and shit.
And then they be looking at us all crazy, like we on the street walking into the tan salon. Like, come on.
Yeah, they gonna be. Ooh, look. So that 1,000-year period. Oh man, they ain't gonna be able to. Look, they ain't gonna. That's gonna be, man, unfathomable.
They're gonna be ready to go by that time.
It's gonna be a different level in hell. Remember, it's gonna be 2 times worse. It's gonna be double worse than ours. So it's gonna be hell on double level.
Man.
Yeah. So that's what's coming to them.
And they have to be chased out of the earth, like the scripture saying, because they were created to be the wicked.
Yep.
They look. They tell you what it say in Jeremiah. Can a leopard
change his spots?
Change his spots.
Yep.
Say no, that's impossible.
It's impossible.
So it's impossible for them to learn righteousness, as the scriptures say, man. So therefore, they have to go because they are. If they stay, they're gonna continue to do, and not only that, they're gonna influence the other, not Israel, because the whole nation is gonna be righteous, but the other nation, they gonna be able to like they doing now.
Yep.
They what is that saying? Revelation the 13th chapter. All the world wandered after them, after the beast. They influencing everywhere you go. You got Jesus Christ. You got a McDonald's over there in Russia. So they, just give an example. They are able to influence and deceive these nations, man. So if they stay here, they're gonna continue to do that. So that's why you gotta root them up out of it.
Because if they don't do that, they can't go to sleep.
Yeah, come.
And we about to show you they finna turn up, Jake.
And if I could say something to that,
go ahead.
Just like they got this whole beast system, and then it goes back to NATO.
Cons.
But then you got the dragon, the Roman Empire, and all that, all the dragon and draconian stuff. And then you read about the history, with Titus and all that. Is concerning is regarding campaigns and stuff.
Yeah,
like that. You know what I'm saying? Everything they still doing paperwork and shit. Like, fuck this paperwork shit. Get to the fucking real shit, man. They still dealing with like little toy type of shit, right? But okay, Most High is the one that's rousing y'all up to get this technology going and all that. But y'all used to be floating on that shit. Let's write a negotiation and fuck that shit.
And that was the Lord showing mercy to the vessels of wrath, man. Fitted to destruction. He showed mercy on them, so he had them bullshitting for a little while. But now they're doing shit now.
Yeah.
It says, it's the first article. Trump warns DC takeover won't be last as he names next 4 cities to be targeted quickly. So now they're like, they got, they Trump card in office, and he's moving, man. He's doing stuff. So you just read a little bit. Members of the National Guard started arriving in Washington, D.C. as part of Trump's federal takeover of law enforcement in the nation's capital as the president warns 4 other cities could be next. He deployed 800 troops to D.C. while also temporarily taking control of the district's metropolitan police department. So he's starting this totalitarian government, starting from where? Exactly where the apostles started teaching the truth. What do you know? Right where we started this truth is where here comes the pipeline. Every time you hear some of the pipeline come down, it come from there. So now we're seeing that this totalitarian government begin to start, and we know it's going to happen because it's going to have it. Watch, we're going to see the 3s in there. He claimed that DC has been taken over by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals that they funded.
Come on.
All right, just bloodthirsty criminals, just so horrible. We don't know how the Biggie Pac war happened, but whatever. Stuff like that. Violence offenses have actually fallen under the peaking in 2023, and in 2024 hit their lowest in 30 years. See? So they're saying they're actually falling, but they're still pushing it. That's the Lord making them move on it. Most people trying to chill because they know the Lord coming. Most people are trying to hide. Yeah. They said it's fallen in the last 30 years. What are they saying? That's that 369 shit. We always talk about, they always using 3s, man. They saying we finna push this shit. We don't give a fuck what y'all gonna do. That's how it was in that movie. Man, what's that movie? The Purge. Remember when the Purge there was partying, and then nobody wasn't doing shit? They said, "Fuck, we gonna send something in there." That's what they doing.
And that's why I always mention the Matrix, because it came out in 1999.
Right, and that was the same year.
That was the scare of the Y2K and everything.
Yep, that was the same year Michael Jordan was on his 6th championship, was 6'6", with 6 rings. Yeah. He retired that year and then came back in 2001 when 9/11 happened to play for the Wizards. These are witches and warlocks, man. The stuff is all set up to show you there is a timeline for you to see. And we're measuring it diligently to know, like, okay, we can't say exactly when it's going to happen, but oh, shit. Oh, you out? Shalom, Yahawashi, Shabbat, Shalom. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
If I could say something,
go ahead.
Measuring, people buy measuring cup, it's got these numbers on it and shit, and everything is measured by ounces. You know what I'm saying? And all that. So on the righteous side, Most High got his measurement of things. He said, measure time diligent. He said, measure the temple. You know what I'm saying? That anything profane, measure it not. Esau's world and stuff. So, who holds the measurement chart and shit for all this stuff to come into play? Most High. He's the ultimate entity of science and all that.
So now the other places that he's naming is Chicago, Baltimore, and Oakland are next cities for takeover. So basically, they're setting up a totalitarian government. And when you go right here, there's another thing he said to show you that he's bringing in foreign cops. He's bringing in. That's why some of these people aren't getting deported. Okay, he's bringing in foreign.
Let me know what foreign cop, if it's mentioned specifically what foreign.
Okay, let's see what they say. Yeah. It says there are rough police. Trump hails foreign cops, declares DC police will now be able to do whatever the hell they want.
Because here we go. We mentioned sleeper cells, but we also mentioned that the Russian troops is going to be here too.
They're going to be here too.
And so they don't mention specific ethnicity, whatever. But them Russians are coming for your ass and shit.
Yep. And that's what's happening, man. He's urging them to basically act like the East, come with swift judgment, because that's how it is in the East, strict judgment. The women over there and with Ishmael, they can't yell at they man, they get beat the shit out of. Okay, that's what he's getting them. This is what he's getting ready for. And it says Trump must get rid of sanctuary cities quickly. What's that? To be more rough. What is a sanctuary city? When you ask ChatGPT, I'm gonna pull it up. But when you ask ChatGPT about these sanctuary cities, they're basically cities who hold off. We'll go to it just for edification's sake. We'll go to show you what it's talking about. Okay, he's wanting everybody to get more rough. Okay, this is him coming down with this great wrath, man. I had it up here earlier. Is a saint. What is a sanctuary city according to Trump? So this is what it's going to go into. I'm going to show you he's trying to really crack down on the government and be strict, man. So according to Donald Trump, a sanctuary city, or more broadly, sanctuary jurisdiction, is a local government who refuses to cooperate with federal immigration enforcement, especially ICE detainer requests, and thereby obstructs an enforcement of federal immigration laws. So he's basically, some of these people that are these smaller local cities, he's paying them off to. He's probably paying them off to make it where he has to come in. Okay, that's how they do stuff.
And I want to add to that, to where they're trying to organize something like in front of the Most High, to where they figure they got everything in control, to where they figure that they playing both sides and shit. No, Most High is playing both sides. Because y'all could talk all that shit about dividing and who y'all using for this and that, and to play the role and fulfill a lot of whatever y'all want to fulfill, but Russia is still looking at y'all crazy sideways, and these bricks is and to shoot missiles on y'all. So whatever y'all got set up in the inner core, you know what I'm saying? Even at the end of this thing, y'all all come together like Ronald Reagan said, and probably many other congressmen, whatever, politicians. It's still gonna be too late, but still they try to, like you said, they try to pay off people and try to play a role
to set the narrative, that campaign,
and to where it looked like division, and they stayed like the plebeians and the patricians. But Most High carved out his own bricks. The bricks belong to the Most High. Everything belongs to the Most High. So he carved out the bricks to definitely shoot missiles on y'all. They ain't gonna be like, let's work together. They gonna continue to be
America Babylon the Great is the brick lady. She's finna get hit with that brick. She's finna get hit with the missiles, man. Because she been acting like, oh, poor me, help me. They said, fuck that. That bitch lying.
Yeah.
Let's really hit her with a brick. So she stopped using us for our damn money and everything. Because the nations is mad, man. They, you know, when you drink too much drink, you be get mad. They say they drunk off the wine right on the day. You get drink too much, you be mad as hell.
Yeah. I think it says something like, wine enrages a man.
You know what I'm saying? But they mad.
Yeah.
They mad. Babylon the Great got them on that Babylon juice, thinking that everything all good at the club, and then 2 o'clock then hit. They like, man, this bitch ain't even look good no more, man. They mad, man. So basically, bottom line, the sanctuary city in Trump's view is a place that doesn't help ICE, and by doing so, is protecting criminal immigrants. And that's somebody. If you from now, we see now, if you go to the DMV and you don't sign up for the draft, okay, then you're basically a criminal, a legal immigrant. At this point, his definition hinges on intentional obstruction and non-cooperation with ICE actions. So, you know, this is him cracking down, and he wants things to get rougher. He wants things to get tougher. And while he's doing that, the rest of the world is responding. But, you know, we're going to go to one of the, the classics, Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea.
And basically, we're the representation of the heavens. Because it said the heaven shall be on earth. It said, like it is in heaven, it shall be on earth. The heaven shall be on. So we are already in heaven with these scriptures. Love with the Most High, love with these scriptures. But woe unto y'all that are not into the Most High, not into Yahawah.
Because heaven just means rulership. We're in order. We're in order in GMS. So that's why, that's why we're rejoicing. But woe to everybody else who's in this bitch. Everybody else, you in trouble. For the devil, Esau, even so-called white man, is come down unto you.
It's come down unto you. So
right,
it ain't talking about like no spiritual demon Satan.
He's down here,
coming down here like he's out of order with the Most High.
He's here right now.
I sent him.
Let's go, man. Hold on, let me grab a charger. Go ahead.
Nah, because that's what they think. They think it was some ghostly entity in the heaven, and he came down to spook everybody out and to enter anybody's body and shit, and to transform it into zombies. No,
we just had Tucker Carlson explaining that on live interview that there's spiritual beings controlling these governments, man. It's the Lord controlling the angels to do his bidding to make sure the prophecy stays. Don't you think if Esau knew he was going to get destroyed forever, don't you think he would not do what he's doing right now? That's the Lord making him do that, man. That's the Lord making him do that.
Because he know the truth.
He know. And he's going to continue what he's supposed to do because he's just like we say, they're the new Egyptians. The Lord's going to harden their heart and they're going to go with it.
If I may say this too, that's why the Most High, you would think like, well, if they trying to upset prophecy, y'all coming up with the MOTB, the CHIP being MOTB, would you think they would change it so they could try to, change prophecy? No, because the Most High put it in his heart. Go ahead and come out with it. Like, I'm gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know the prophets are doomed, but we gonna do what the prophets what is prophesied of us to come out with MOTB.
It's a scripture that I remember by heart now after, learning in class over there, the Dallas class they went into it, Psalm 76:10. We read in NLT, it talks about basically Esau, Edom, he glorifies in denying the Most High. He's going to basically, Lord say, don't touch that. Guess what he's going to do? He's going to fuck with that. Okay?
Exactly.
That's what that's how their spirit works.
And his bidding is to do the Most High's will, because he thanked the Most High for coming to slaughter the so-called the Native Americans, which is Gadites, meaning that like he know the Most High gave him the power to do so. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He so, but it's not that he praised the Most High and that he's for the Most High, but Most High got him doing that shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all not savvy to, you know what I'm saying, be on y'all's own like y'all controlling shit without the Most High. Get the fuck out of here.
So yeah. You know, just like Saquon, just like Saquon was saying, having great wrath because he knoweth he hath but a short time. Mm-hmm. So that's why you see he's pushing this real quick. He's already naming other countries, other nations that he's going to go into because he knows he's better get this MOTB system set up because the other nations are mad as fuck and they're starting to not help him. Mm-hmm. It says Council of Europe calls on all 46 member states to halt arms for Israel. Mm-hmm. So we got them over there. They like we ain't giving them no more weapons to do what they doing in Gaza, man. And just like we said yesterday, they use the weather too. They got it where it's not raining and shit. Go ahead, Spawn.
No, go ahead. I was gonna say America's stupid as hell.
Stupid as hell.
Because they still mess with these nations, still giving them support, still funding them and shit.
Yep.
Still, you know what I'm saying? Because they listening to them and shit. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of these nations are kind of like they kind of co-religious or whatever. They kind of have a certain moral code, and since they don't deal with us no more as the real spiritual people, they deal with these other nations, but they don't even know these other nations. They gods is idols. So the Most High got them tricked out that to make them think they still got some holiness to them and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We the ones that kept the holiness up and shit. Once we done, it ain't no holiness no more.
That's it.
Y'all deal with idols and shit. Yep. So Most High is setting their asses up, man.
Setting them up, you know, and now they starting to they starting to think twice about they actions. Yeah. They said, wait, we know the Lord is not dealing with these people, man. Mm-hmm. So let's not give them no more weapons, man. All 46 member states, the Council of Europe, that's the East, man. They said, hold up. Even the ones not in the BRICS, they said, hold up, don't give them nothing else. Mm-hmm. You know, because it's too much going on right now over there, man. They said, hold on, let's stop. Because like we said, they doing a lot of wickedness over there. Then guess what? One of the 10 horns, right? When we go into the 10 horns, you know, you got Germany, Belgium, Portugal, Netherlands, right? What it say? Germany halts all arms and exports to Israel over Gaza concerns. There go the beast. Yeah. The beast system, they do in the EU. They like, hold up now. Wait, what y'all doing, man? And this is supposed to be the time that Jacob is supposed to be hearing what the prophets are saying, man. Mm-hmm. Okay? And we are married unto the Most High. And you got to understand, only one or two of us out of a family is going to get up out of here. Even though we speaking this stuff and it's loud and clear, you can see prophecy being exponentially growing daily. This is only about two of us gonna wake up out of the family. Let's go. What we got? Wait, what?
I was just saying. I was just thinking about when he came out with the icons and all that. Where do you think he got that from? Like, has any president ever came out with icons? That's what we talk about. So if y'all don't want to listen to the prophets to where you know, y'all don't have the spirit to where y'all you don't understand that these nations leaders are dealing with the prophets, you know, on a remote basis.
Yeah.
But they talk to us and they communicate to us through certain and so, but the Most High got it like that to where he don't want y'all to know that we are the prophets because they don't even who came out with that shit by himself.
They don't even know. They don't even know we were real generals for the East. Yeah. We're telling them what to do. Exactly. We telling them what to do. We telling them how Babylon going down.
Yeah, even Hitler said that shit. He said he was talking about the Jews, the real Jews.
We the only ones. We the only ones complaining and coming up and showing you the wickedness of the infrastructure and how it's falling. Mm-hmm. Why you think they moving like that?
Exactly.
Okay, exactly. They listening to the lowest level of Babylon the Great, and they're seeing us like point out all the stuff. Like, damn, they even see that shit. It's time to move.
It kind of reminds me of Jeroboam on when he just chose those young dudes to be the priests and all that. It's kind of like they know we the Israelites, but they operate on a level to where we could like
say that they Israelites, but let's just go ahead and use this instead.
Yeah,
Let's
let's just, you know,
use other elements and use other people in the place of the truth.
Gun.
You know, and that's what they do, man.
Yep.
But that's why everybody's finding out what their strategies and all that.
They starting to see that we need to halt on what they doing because this ain't no help for us. They using us. The nations is mad. They made a drunk with that wine and fornication and all that. That's how it's like you got a woman that sleep with you over and over again, and you find out, man, this bitch is using me, man. Yeah. Exactly. That's how Babylon is done these nations, man. That's why they say, hold up, we ain't sending them. Look what you doing over there in Gaza, man.
Like, you had you buy 100, you say 100% orange juice, but when you taste it, it's like
that shit tastes like
artificial,
not
like
100% orange juice. That shit
GMO like a mother.
Yeah, that shit tastes like, you know what I'm saying? You be looking like they put some tequila in.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? that Coke shit. Nobody realized they thought Coke was a different word and shit. They didn't know it was short for cocaine. Why y'all think y'all like? How y'all think y'all not getting played when they was having real cocaine in the Coke? That's why they called it Coke.
Yeah. And then they gonna say they gonna got rid of it since 1956. If they been doing it since 1956 and didn't tell y'all, who knows if they really did get rid of it? How do you know?
Exactly.
It's Jeremiah 3 verse 14. You ain't got no science, kid. Jeremiah 3 verse 14. Turn back, O backsliding children, saith the Lord. Right? We're supposed to be turning back right now. We're seeing the prophecies play out. For I am married unto you, and I will take you one of a city and two of a family, and I will bring you to Zion, right to this truth. So even though we're able to give you all the knowledge and understanding, he said only 2 of y'all gonna get it, but 2, 3 y'all at every family. And sometimes most of us, it's only one of us in a family, because really your other family, somebody else who really was your family, was scattered somewhere else away from you. And then y'all met again. Y'all, wherever y'all was at Babylon, y'all end up running each other again. That's really your family. So that's your 1 or 2. This really spread out. Verse 13, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, mine, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Yeah, because these pastors and all that, they tied into politics. They tied into the world. So their mental is exercised according, what it say, my heart, my mind. It's a mental thing with them. Yep. They exercise by philosophies and the contracts that like the you know, all that 501c3 charter, all that civil rights, all that affirmative action. That's what the churches be into and shit. These pastors of the churches. They like, you know, marching. Martin Luther King, he tied himself into the politics. I thought he was just a Baptist preacher and shit. How he get tied into the politics?
Yeah,
because he exercised his mind of some strategy and shit. To where you ain't supposed to do that, man. You're supposed to, you know, follow on the ways of the Most High. He said, you know what I'm saying, a man puff it up. He got knowledge, puff it up, man. Yeah. You just like, hey, Lord, I'm just out here. Can you help me? He tried to build a damn church for the and save Israel.
And that's why we're telling you, we're giving you that, you know, we're giving you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that there's no more wisdom in these people, man. They are making very rash moves, because it said a man that's quick to anger is a fool. So he's got him saying, we just gonna tear everything up. We're going straight total lockdown. We're gonna tear this bitch up. So I'm gonna start right here, Jeremiah 49 verse 7, concerning Edom. Thus saith the Lord of the hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Talking about them Germans, right? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Right? That's how they acted, man. They act like little kids, man. They act like little kids. Oh, I just want to beef. We gonna really beef then. Right? Verse 8, turn ye, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of the dam, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. So we coming into that same type of spirit. Esau is coming with great wrath. We read that in Revelation 12:12. There go over here in the Old Testament. It said, this is what we dealing with. And after all that gonna go in, we're gonna jump down to the point. Instead of reading through it, we're gonna jump down to the point. All that's coming in, he gonna visit with all that, and what they gonna start doing. People gonna start turning back. from Babylon. That's why I said, when you jump 17th chapter, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. They doing that right now. That's why they turning back that money, man, and that Mars. They say, hold up. The Council of Europe said, hold up, don't give them no more shit. Don't give them nothing else. Why don't we want to give them no more else? Because they still going down a path toward destruction. U.S. national debt explodes past 37 trillion, crushing promises and sparking alarm. What's an alarm? Why? How do we know there's an alarm? I don't know. 47 countries just said, fuck Babylon. We ain't giving them nothing else. There it goes. It's all happening at once, man. Look at all this stuff happening, man. And we just been sticking with the same precepts because that's the only ones we need. We don't need the other ones. We telling you what's going to happen.
Bro,
The game is rigged. The jig is up, Jay.
what did it say? The Most High do it for us.
Right?
All we have to do is plant.
All we have to do is plant.
Water, and
Water.
it'll grow. We don't have to add these like
all this other shit and extravagant Passover. No, it's plant and go to work.
Yeah.
That's it. Look what he doing. Look what he done. Look what he done, man. But a lot of people kind of slacking this because the Lord had mercy on the wrath of the vessels fitted for destruction, and he also had mercy on the hopeful elect, man. He gave us time to really get what he was saying. So Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. That's what he's doing right now. That's why you had Trump praising these foreign cops mentality, swift judgment.
Yeah, because his home is really caves.
Yep, his home. Yep.
As you come, and this female said that she looked in history. It was either male or female. That she said the so-called white man don't got no history. He don't got no culture and shit.
Yep.
So that's why he keep out at home, because his home ain't nothing there. There's no resources. It's just, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be in the
so he got to go everywhere else. That's why you got a base, America, Babylon, the base all over the fucking place. Embassies all over the goddamn place.
If you go up to a congressman and they got kind of powers and all that, of resources of agriculture, and you offer your caveman shit, they gonna be like, we don't need rocks.
And Lord willing, we can do a small lesson going in real soon. You know, our brothers are going into Chat GPT, try to act like there ain't no bases in Saudi Arabia. We're gonna prove it wrong to him. We're gonna be like, what about this base? He's gonna be like, you're absolutely right. You motherfucker, you know this shit over there. Stop lying. Trying to act like Joel 2:20 ain't real. Nah, that most people is gonna get taken to Saudi Arabia. We talked about it plenty of times. We're gonna bring it up. We're gonna bring it up later. We're just gonna stick with the basics. Verse 6: shall not all these take up a parable against him? Right? That's us, including the heathens. The other heathen, they taking up a parable against them too. Like, damn, look at all this money, man. Like, look at all this money you owe. The fuck? Like, why are we gonna keep giving you more money and you still owe more money? No, man, we ain't giving you no more money. It's just like you go to a bar, you got somebody saying, put it on my tab, put it on my tab. Yeah. He got $300 on his tab. He don't even look like he got no money. He got some Jordan 1996s on and they got dirt on.
Why do you think they coming out with the MOTB? Because they ain't got nothing else left.
They ain't got nothing else left.
They ain't got nothing else. You know,
they want to break
how many companies it is of different type of merchandise, and you know, some relating, probably a few left relating to agriculture and all that. But they be like, out of all those companies and shit that offer different things, merchandise and different resources that man might need for his daily life, they say, nah, forget all that. We got to see here.
Because they want that great reset. They want to get their debt clean.
Exactly.
Okay, but the other nations is gonna be like, we remember all that stuff. That looking glass, when you wipe it together, all that, it can't be wiped away. That debt that they got to these other nations, man, after World War II, the stuff that they did, man, and the destabilizing they did through weather manipulation and everything else, man. That debt has to be paid through fire. So shout out these take up a parable against them and a taunting proverb against them and say, woe, destruction, to him that increases that which is not his.
Mm-hmm.
How long? Who does that more than Babylon the Great? They got the biggest deficit when it comes to being broke and being owing money than anybody in the planet, right? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. And when you look up that word thick clay, it goes into the debt. So the national debt has went past $37 trillion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going into the 250th year of this place existing, and this motherfucker almost $40 trillion in debt. That's why they said stop giving them shit.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
And everything's made in China.
Everything's made in China.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything's made in China, man.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something I want to bring out because they're trying to bring fear to the elect.
Mm-hmm.
I might bring this out, and then I might go into the other stuff. The other stuff is kind of like, I got a couple other things I want to go into. We might go into we'll probably go into it. Just, I don't want to take too long. But we at 46 minutes. I usually do about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
It says microchips patented by Bill Gates discovered in massive range of everyday food. So they trying to say he putting chips in all the foods. How do we know this is some propaganda? How do we know this is some bullshit just to put fear in Jake? How do we know? Because that's not what the Lord said he was going to have them do, man. They said they was going to try us. He said he was going to try us. That means that you're going to know. You ain't going to just wake up in the chip and they're going to ask you to take this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And that's the rules.
I bet if you look up Bill Gates, he's either a German or Jewish, a small head, a rat.
Let's look it up. Let's ask chat. R2D2. Hey, bro, come here real quick. What race is Bill Gates? Let's find out. You're gonna be like, his mom was this, his cousin was this.
Yeah, Bill
Don't
hates.
even give a fuck about that.
Mm-hmm.
Just tell us who he is.
Bill hates. Man.
It says he's white, European descent, primarily English, German.
They're German.
And Scottish, Irish,
I
Northern
knew
Irish.
that was gonna be in there.
So he's German. He a Teemanite.
Teemanite.
That's why the Lord was talking about Teeman.
Mm-hmm.
Make them desolate because they over there doing that bullshit.
The wise men of Teeman.
They're over there doing that bullshit.
I'll destroy.
And they'll send little whack ass articles like this to make Jake think that the prophecy ain't gonna play out the way we told you.
Mm-hmm.
This is not how it's gonna play out. He's not putting it in all the food. The Lord didn't tell him to do that. There's nowhere in the scriptures that he said he was gonna put the MOTB in the damn food. There's nowhere he said that. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
it's going off.
And them damn camps, as much as they influence they got with the public, connecting with certain levels of power that may be equal to congressmen of the United States. Why don't they try to persuade Bill to get out of here, you know what I'm saying, to tell him he's doing wrong and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They on us and shit, man. Right, why don't y'all have a protest against Bill Gates, protest against Trump, protest against the Rawchaa, protest against, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't believe in prophecy and they fear of their status being taken away from them.
So going back to Proverbs, this is how we know that he's not gonna do that. That's bullshit. That's a bullshit, and that's why I was listening to Elder. That's what made me want to go into it because Elder Ariella was saying you got to go through this news and filter it because a lot of people are just taking this shit and just believing that shit. You have to filter this through the scriptures. This is some bullshit. Okay, it has to go on with what? On life and conduct. It's Proverbs chapter 21 verse 1. That's the whole title of this whole section. On life and conduct. It has to match with life. It has to match with conduct. Conduct is a certain way things are going to go. He's not going to put all the MOTBs in no damn food where you don't even have a choice to take it or not. Okay? You had these damn Christians, they'll be like, well, you ate the food, so that was your choice. Like, shut your punk ass up. Ain't nowhere to say that in the scriptures, man. That's why you have to stick with the prophets, man. You got to stick with the elders and apostles, man. They'll have your ass out here bugged out, thinking some dumb shit. Proverbs 21 verse 1, the king's heart, which is his mind, is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. And he never told them to do that. You know what he told them to do? What did he tell them? Revelation 3:10. We're going to look up one word in the Greek on this. And I've never looked it up, so we're going to learn together. Revelation 3:10. Hold on. It says, because thou hast kept the words of thy patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So we're gonna look up that word try in the Greek. That's talking about the MOTB. He said he's gonna try us. It wasn't gonna be like it's just I just got the MOTB because I ate some Cheetos. Like, no. It's gonna be like he pulled up on your ass and tried to get you to take this shit. Okay? We're gonna look up that word try in the Greek.
Strong's G 3985 Pyrazzo.
Parazzo. To try whether a thing can be done, to attempt, endeavor, right? He's gonna go through a series of things to make a trial to see if you want it. He has to do it like that. Okay, he has to sift you to see if you're going to actually want it. You have to take it. You have to want to take it. It says to try, make trial of, test for the purpose of ascertaining his quality or what he thinks or how he will behave himself, right? In a good sense or in a bad sense, to test one maliciously, craftily, to put to the proof of his feelings or judgment. So they want you to really have an understanding of what you're doing. Just like when we had Noriega, when he talked about Michael Jordan, we talked about Michael Jordan and Noriega was like, there's these 3 doors. I don't know if it was some sacrifice shit over here, or if it was some gay shit over here, but I went straight. So they let him know what he was dealing with before he walked through them doors. That you got to know what you're doing. Yeah. Okay, or it's not. It's just like us. If we don't let you know what's going on, the bloodshed is on our hands. That's the same way on the left-hand side. They got to let you know what the fuck you doing before you take it. To solicit to sin. What is solicit? What is solicit? It says to tempt. So you can't just tell somebody eat some Cheetos and then, I got you. No. It says to try or test one's faith, virtue, character by enticement to sin. They have to entice you. There's rules to this. You can't just do whatever the fuck you want. The king of the hearts is in men. It is the Lord. He owns this. They owns their ass. They can't just do whatever they want. See, look what it say. Solicit. What does that mean? To try to sell you something.
Solicit.
Ask or try to obtain something from someone. They have to fucking try to tell. They have to convince you, because they know they ain't running shit. It's the Most High running everything. Parizzo. They have to parizzo you. Try you. Okay. To inflict evils upon one in order to prove his character and the steadfastness of his faith. Who got more faith than the hopeful elect? What makes you think there ain't no evil coming towards us? They gonna try us more than everybody. We gonna get the worst of the shit. So you gotta be ready. Hey man, look at all that. That one word, try. There's a whole lot of stuff in here. I ain't even get to read everything. Men are said to tempt the Most High by exhibitions of distrust, as though they wish to try whether he is not justly deserved. It's Old Testament uses. Different shit. We ain't gonna even go in deep. We just sticking with the point. I was just reading a little bit because I was studying myself. I ain't never read that word yet in the Greek. So that's how we know that this right here, this article is bull biggity. You can trash it. Talking about some put the food in the mouth. Shut the fuck up. It's bullshit. Look at him. They got him looking like, yeah, I did it. That nigga ain't did that shit, man. That motherfucker ain't do that. He can't do that. That's not his job. Okay? It's not his job, man. He can't do that. But I got a couple more. I'm gonna probably go into them tomorrow because they're real simple. I'll probably add them to the other ones, but the ones I'm gonna do, because I'm at 54 minutes. I don't want to kill nobody now. We've already been here an hour. It says massive swarm of jellyfish shut down nuclear plant in France. I have a few little precepts on that. And then California cuts off water to ranchers without warning as globalist war on farmers hits U.S. soil. So they're coming in and they're cutting this place off and they're turning into a place where what? They tempt you to take the MOTB. So we got precepts on it. You know what I'm saying? We can do it, but we don't have to. We already explained enough. We'll go into some more of that, Lord willing, tomorrow. Come up with some more things, some more articles. I feel like we hit a lot of good points. And anything you guys want? Anything you want?
All right, man.
Come on.
We can go on for days.
Right? We'll be in here forever. We just cut it off. We'll be in here 12 hours talking about Yahawashi. We finna get off the camera and talk about Yahawashi.
I bet be glad we ain't in the days when we was almost 11,000 years. We would have been like making 10-hour videos. Y'all would be
like, I gotta go to work. Celebrate. Woo. Hey, yo, it was fun. It was great. You know, it's always a pleasure to serve Yahawashi. And Lord willing, we make it out of here, man. So, Shalom to elect Israel, hope elect Israel, Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, West Indians, Haitians, foreign Israelites, like the other nations, scattered across the four corners of the earth. Want to give all praise to Barak, the Yahawah, Barak, the Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, let us all to the truth. Peace and blessings to the elect. Wa abad babal. Wa babal. Kwam Yasharala. Man. Shalom. Shalom.